Hey everybody, what is going on? It's your boy Izlogic.business. Welcome you to the 2019 World's Pick'em Group Stage. Now, today we're going to be going through all four groups here and deciding who wins each group and the placements of the rest of the groups. Now, I've watched pretty much all of the playing stages, and there's a lot of teams here that I'm not too keen on knowing a bit about, and yeah, we're gonna obviously try to predict as accurate as we can. In the description there will be a link to my leaderboard that I've set up for this, and hopefully I can go up against you guys. Anyway, let's start off with Group A. Group A has some big teams in it. You have the MSI champions and seen as probably the best team in the world right now. Griffin, a phenomenal Korean team who are very strong and I honestly feel could win this group as well. C9, America's best hope in recent history in Worlds, finishing semi-finals last season, and honestly always make it out of groups as a whole compared to other NA teams. And then Hong Kong Attitude's a team that won their qualifier in the playing stages of groups, worlds, sorry, and I feel could do some damage in this group. Maybe pick up an upset against three very strong teams in this kind of group of death, to be honest. Now, this order that we've got here seems probably the most logical. C9 are weaker than what they were last season. Even though Niski was picked up, he's not as good as what Jensen is when it comes to Worlds. Now, this team as a whole could be seen as very up or down, and I feel like this setup right here is the most likely thing to see. Or that. That is probably another likely thing we'll see. One of two of these is going to happen. Anyway, we're going to leave it like this. It looks fairly standard and what it's most likely to be as a whole. Moving on, we have Group B. Group B contains Spice and Plains team, Fun plus Phoenix, I think LMS, sorry, Gigabyte Marines, a phenomenal team that should be deserving of this world spot, and then CTBCJ, another team that are very strong. Now, this group, I don't think Spice will finish top. It's going to be like this, I feel. These two can obviously flip. Now, reason why Gamma's the bottom, they're not, I feel they can pick up a win probably against Splice. Actually, I feel like this is more likely. Splice, compared to Gigabyte Marines, is fairly similar in playstyles, because Gigabyte Marines are so unexpected in how they play, and it's extremely quick, fast-paced League of Legends what Gigabyte Marines bring. And as a whole, are hard to actually counter. Splice are seen as the third fastest team in an EU, behind Fnatic and G2. So as a whole, it's kind of hard for me to see them outspeed or perform better than Gigabyte Marines. Fun plus Phoenix and CTBCJ, it's either or for me in that situation. They're two very strong teams, and I feel like this is more likely to see here, as I feel like they can outmatch some of the teams in this group. Moving on to Group C, and this is actually the group of death. And what we have here is RNG, Fnatic, and SKT pretty much battling for two spots in the quarterfinals. And if you don't realize, I'm already ruling out Clutch from making it past the group stage. They're in a very dangerous group here. Now, this positioning, I don't think. I feel like it's going to be that. If not, Fnatic will beat RNG, but Clutch are finishing dead last in this group. The three teams above them are considered top dogs. Clutch are just a plucky little team from NA who beat out TSM and struggled in the group stages. They lost to UOL quite severely in the first matchups of the day and honestly didn't perform too much better against Mega. And as a whole, they won't do that good in the actual group stages. Fnatic are a very strong team. They took G2 to a best of 5 and honestly are very, very strong. It's kind of interchangeable who is the best in Europe right now. And Fnatic, I feel, could upset some teams here. In fact, I'm actually thinking that it'll be like that. I know RNG are considered one of the best long-standing teams, and this group for them might be the first time in a while they may not make it out of groups. I don't think they made. Did they make it out of groups last season? They didn't. They might have a bit of an upset. I think RNG might lose out in group stage, and then SKT. SKT is just SKT. Faker wants his revenge for MSI. He's gonna beat out another EU team in Fnatic and destroy them. Giving this heads up to all of the world and G2 that they're coming for their title. They want revenge for last season missing out on Worlds, and I feel like they're gonna show us a very tough team and a formidable one at that at this World's group stage. And finally, Group D, and Group D is pretty interesting. You've got some big powerhouses in this group. You've got IG, the world champions, returning to Worlds to reclaim their crown. Team Liquid, the second place MSI team, who beat out IG to get to the finals at MSI. You also have AHQ and Damwon in the group, and Damwon they've been considered, they are the third seed of Korea, but are considered probably the strongest team coming into this Worlds by most of the analysts on the play-ins desk, and by casters as well. But will they show it here in the group stage, which is the biggest stage for any team to compete at? And I feel like we're going to see a very interesting match between Liquid and IG. However, I feel like IG will definitely beat Team Liquid, hands down. AHQ and then Damwon, I feel, will beat out Team Liquid. I honestly feel they'll all pick up wins against Team Liquid, but Liquid will pick up wins in lucky situations, because Team Liquid are one of those teams who do phenomenally well in their own region, but when it comes to groups, they flop. They kind of have the TSM-like fever. TSM, when it comes to Worlds, kind of underperform. And Liquid last few seasons, similar to 100 Thieves last year, underperformed severely and kind of then just get dunked out of the competition. But you see at MSI, these teams, yeah, they'll overperform, but it's not the world stage. It's completely different. And as a whole, I feel Liquid will slip. Damwon are going to be a tough team for anyone to beat. After watching their matches in the play-ins, yes, they dropped us a game 2 low key, who absolutely played out of their minds, but it was close. Damwon were knocking on the door of Loki's base before they actually even got a chance to actually fight back. And then Loki get 2 Baron steals. One they snuck and one they just literally walk in the pit and take. But here's the thing, Dan 1 touted as being best in career at the moment. But the way they could play here could be either really good or really bad. We see something like that. That's the other option for this group, and I feel like this is the most likely thing. If not this, they'll step it up for the group stage. But that's going to be my overall predictions made for this World's group stage. If you enjoyed this, leave a like down below. Subscribe if you're new around here. And I will see you guys later. Peace.